On the Dot is presented by Benjamina Mia Casino. Licensed real estate professional since 2008. License number S01669991 LLC. Moving to Vegas? There's no better time than now. So what are you waiting for? Call Benjamina today at 702-281-9063. Mia is also on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. You can also visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com and view available homes anytime. Remember, the house wins when you bet on Benjamina Mia Casino. It's a lunch hour in Vegas, and we're on the dot with Dot and Mia here on PHLV Radio.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to On the Dot. It's a Wednesday once again, and yeah, we're here. We're alive. We're glad to be here, and momentarily we'll just acknowledge yung mga dearly departed natin sa community. Mia, good afternoon, morning, good evening. Anong oras na sa'yo, Mia?
Magandang tanghali.
Magandang tanghali.
Yes.
Good How are you, Mia? Kumusta ka, Mia?
Mabutete.
All right. Mabutete si Mia. So we're acknowledging the passing away of Pope Francis and sa ating community among the Filipinos, si Superstar Nora Honor, si Haji Alejandro. Meron pa bang iba?
Pilita Corrales.
Si Pilita Corrales. All right, so
icons yan sa entertainment, Filipino entertainment world.
Yeah, it just goes to show that we are mortals. What can we do? Just live life as fully as possible. So when we go, we leave a legacy na maganda naman.
All
right.
Traditions will never be forgotten.
Right, see. So to continue our conversation, Mia, would you like to introduce our very honorable guest today?
Yes, our guest is a board-certified primary care pediatrician in private practice in New Jersey for 25 years. Wow. Di ba 30 lang siya?
I know, like when he was 5 years old, naging doctor.
I will reveal my
grabe.
age later before the
A medical graduate, huwag na natin sabihin yung class, from the University of the Philippines. He trained in general pediatrics at the University of Medicine and Dentistry of New Jersey. At Rutgers, di ba I went there the last year. I visited that university, and currently holds an academic appointment as an adjunct assistant clinical professor of pediatrics. He is also affiliated with the RWJ Barnabas. How do you pronounce Barnabas? Barnabas. Accent on the second syllable. Barnabas Health System at Jersey City Medical Center. He is the current president of the UP Alumni Association in America, UPAAA, chair of the Board of Governors of the UP Medical Alumni Society in America, past national president and current executive director of the Philippine Pediatric Society in America, and a board trustee of Handaang Tumulong Foundation Incorporated.
Handang Tumulong. Yeah.
Handang Tumulong. He is an avid marathoner and had completed a 6-star Abbott World Major Marathons and a 50 states marathon, 50 states talaga. Marathon Club finisher, Dr. Winston Umali. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Grabe.
Good morning.
Dami mo ng questions, Mia. Go, Mia.
Grabe, 50
get
states
the privilege.
You finished the 50.
So we started this stint. I started running just in 2012. And I was just running it locally. For health and fitness, I was in the idea that I'll just be running a marathon, a marathon. But since I was already engaging in gym and everything else, but I couldn't do it at some point because of a freak accident. I was advised to just run because they said, "Oh, you got big legs. You got legs." So
Wow,
you can
legs.
run.
Talaga?
So when I ran and I said, "Yeah, I think I thought I couldn't because I was flat-footed, but no, I
Oh,
moved."
wow.
And then again, while running, my wife Letty was saying, "Oh, let's see how long will you stay in the hobby." But then after 4 years, instead of stopping, I kept running, and then eventually she joined me, and she also became a marathoner. So at present, when I go out places to do the state runs, a full marathon, she does half. And I've completed all these 50 states last year. And then,
Wow. Grabe.
Parang si Forrest Gump.
O nga, no?
medyo, the way
No?
that I have patients, parents of patients, friends in the area, they would always text me at night, "Oh, where is the run tomorrow, doc?" And then they come to the house. They run with, yeah.
Wow,
Oh,
galing.
grabe.
So I have to get up and run with them.
Yeah, grabe na.
Whether I want to run later, but maybe I should get up now because someone is waiting outside. So we ran.
Oh, wow.
Usually a 6 mile run is good enough for ano.
Six
And we don't run like hard and fast. We
months.
jog, we talk. We
Mm. Is that run, walk, ganon? Pwedeng
Yeah,
Sprint,
ganon.
kind of
Run, walk.
sprinting.
kaya nyo din.
I
Kaya,
only did a 5K. Yan
ano,
yung pinaka bonggang-bongga ko, 5K.
maraming pang mabonggang 5K ang magagawa mo kung talagang gagawin mo palagi.
I know, right? Like
Probably.
Ethel.
I
Oo.
ran with my dog, nadapa ako. Tapos I couldn't breathe. Akala ko mamamatay na ako eh.
Iwanan ka ng aso.
Oo,
Oh,
nadapa
Mia.
talaga ako. Tapos na parang na-block yun. Akala ko talaga it was the end of me. Sabi ko,
But
help! Help!
with so many runs, nadadapa din ako. Nadapa ako once sa New York Marathon. Actually, my best marathon. I even slipped badly, bled my knee. But I still continue running, stood up, run, finished the race. And, you just have to move. You just have to reach the finish line.
So I would assume that you are healthy, Doc Winston.
And as much as it runs in the family that my parents both died of complications of Alzheimer's. That's one reason why I really want to keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
And through the years of running, I've seen the impact that I've made to my pediatric community. The
Mm-hmm.
parents have seen me transformed from the beginning. And when they walk inside the office, they will see milers. Milers are like those warmers that you wear after races.
Ay,
I covered all those doors. So the kids, when they walk in, they would see, "Oh, wow, that's Dr. Omali with pictures." And then medals they see. So they're in actually every the Monday, the so-called medal Monday in New York marathons every year. I would walk to work with the medal. So
Mm.
then who would come in on that day gets a picture with the medal on.
Mabigat, ano? You have to
Oh,
droop.
oo,
Ganun.
ang dami na nun eh.
exciting. And I think that it inspires them. Some
Yeah, of
kids
course.
challenge their parents, "Oh, Papa, maybe you should run with the dog." So, and then
Nice.
eventually the dad would knock on my door and say, "How did you start?" So
Ah,
let's take a
okay.
jog and let's talk about it.
That's a very inspiring kind of
Ay,
leadership, no?
And of course, to be running like this, most husbands would say, "How do you do it?" I mean, because sometimes my wife would even say that, "Oh, I don't believe you." But I said, to have a running wife matters.
Mm,
She
mm-mm.
would always understand that this is nothing but good. So whether she
Nothing but
asks me,
good. Oh, well,
so
kudos to
yeah.
Doc Letty. She's a doctor din,
she's a
no?
nurse. She's a nurse.
She's a nurse.
She's a nurse.
Okay. Mag ano na tayo, Mia? Why don't we do a fun run tayo ang yupaan? you know.
Natin
That
pag-usapan
would
yan
be
next time
nice.
and we can come over to your place. And
Di ba you're coming this June
yeah, oo, tama.
sa Upmasa?
Promise
So,
Mia, promise Do, magja-jog tayo. We'll start
sige.
morning. And then coffee after.
Ako, sige, I will
Bring
try.
the dog, bring the dog.
Alright.
Oh,
Ay, Diyos
oh,
ko.
yan pa, isa pa
Madamana naman
yan.
ako.
Upmasa,
Yan pa.
Medical
Right.
Association
So,
Society
UMASA, UP
America.
Medical Alumni Society in America.
Alumni Society pala.
So that was my first, UMASA is my first UP organization. Right after I finished residency in 99, I was invited to join UPMASA in 05. Of which prior to that was the Philippine Pediatric Society because uh, a common person who had been in that organization is Dr. Constancia Uy, my professor in pediatrics at UMDNJ. So since she knew me then and she knows that I am really a busybody, always happy, join the so I kept following her lead. And so she led me to PPSA. I became national president in my fifth year. And then UPMASA came along.
Hmm.
UPMASA is different because this is like, your home, our
Oh,
school
puro doktor kayo.
lead.
Yeah.
And I was really young then. So when they
Hmm.
met me, they were so excited. Look at this guy. I mean, he
He was
started.
only 7 years old, Mia.
Ako nga kasi 5 siya nag-graduate.
Oo, and then tsaka katatapos lang ng residence. I haven't even thought like, oh, maybe I should save muna and, grow my practice and everything else. But I never started like that. I think to me it was an honor to be amongst the ones who are already there and learn from them.
Oo.
So, and they were
Mhm.
very nourishing too. They really like nurtured me well and gave me tips on the practice, how
Hmm.
approach the right people, how to carry yourself, how to speak,
Yeah.
and
Sa Upmasa or sa pediatrics?
yeah.
Sa Upmasa.
Interestingly, from the story of that, that was '06. Nelsie Parado, our dear Nelsie Parado of UPAA, also met me in the Handang Tumulong, first Handang Tumulong race as I was a volunteer now. And then she was also recruiting me already then. And then Dr. Conway, no, he's already with us.
Ah.
So I said, UP is UP. I will be for UP. So one at a time, until 2019, it reached 2019 until I landed in the doorstep of UPAAA.
2019 lang?
2019 lang. I
It
was not.
seems like you're forever there.
I guess I was really like trying imbibe a lot from UPAAA, the values, the history, learning everybody's stories. So when I came to UPAAA, I was also blessed to have a president who was very, very much uh, uh, you know so warm. The late Daisy Rodriguez. She
Oo, yeah.
during the
I think
pandemic, right?
did we invite her to speak here on the dot? I know si Tita Nelsie we did. I think
But
si Doc Daisy nga.
Sure.
she
Parang,
she was amazing. I was
Yeah.
inspired to work as a young board director of the group, and she taught me so much about believe in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I was assigned as ways and means. I said, what do I know about ways and means and fundraising? And then I thought about the Olympics then, which was
Yeah.
a novel
exactly. Yeah.
fundraising virtual run event. And it kicked in. Even in the
Uh-huh.
UP community, they like, oh, wow, the name ticks and it was very well received.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Oo.
Diba? Masaya
Di,
nun. Yeah.
ayan na, then another one, Mia. Ito yung kanina sinabi mo, handa ng tumulong.
Uh-uh.
Is it
Handang,
handang
Handang
handang,
tumulong?
handang tumulong.
Handang Tumulong
Okay.
Foundation is
Yeah.
an organization founded by Nelsie Parado.
What
Uh,
do you
he-
do?
so the Handang Tumulong Foundation is a nonprofit organization based in New Jersey. They were Filipino leaders back then in 2010 were enticed to donate to the victims of Hurricane Frank. and they could not really put themselves together to get the money sent directly because they don't have the money. So they decided to create a group that will raise money, emergency money, ready to be donated within a week or two when a calamity happens.
So
So that
parang nandyan na yung funds.
pera, laging may perang handa. And at the same time to be known as a good conduit to send with boots on the ground who could really facilitate the dissemination or the distribution of the fund that is needed. So, Handang Tumulong was born in 2010, and up to now, we have already donated a good $275,000 over the next
Oh,
50 years.
wow.
This year is our 50th
Okay.
anniversary.
50th.
5th anniversary?
15, 15.
50th.
15th. Oh, yeah.
I was president of Handang Tumulong back in 2019 to 22, prior to
Mm,
prior to UPAA. I know, yeah, prior to UPAA.
yeah. Oh, then two more things sa field of arts na naman, Mia.
I know,
Dance and
very
music.
all around si Doc.
All around si Doc.
Ano?
With music, I learned how to play the piano when I was 4 by
Wow.
ear because
Widow.
my sister, I think, Cynthia Ramirez, my eldest sister who was babysitting me then, would always bring me near the piano. I was 4 and play around while she plays at night, then in the evening when it's already quiet. And then I would also love her playing, so that I would also listen to the wall of the piano underneath.
Yung
Oh.
Later
keys.
on, she would pick me up and let me. And my first piece was the chopsticks. Remember? Almost
Oh,
every.
yeah. Na, 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 na.
And
Uh-huh.
then later on, when I turned 5, my younger sister Cecile, had to play with me. So we played the Cuatro Manos.
Yeah.
And that was the first piece that we always played during fiestas when friends come over. Well, and my other sister taught me how to play other pieces, not by reading notes. I was not able to learn formal piano lessons until I was second grade. I found a teacher who came to the house. But I'm
Mm.
very, very eager to memorize the
Ah,
because I hate looking at the doing that
yeah.
piece.
It's hard.
My ears were like really keen to listen to the sound of it. Funny that the teacher
Ah.
would say, mm-hmm, dinadaya mo ko. Kasi I would bring it and play, okay, fine. And you look like you play very well, but fingerings are not a
Memorize
practical
pala.
thing, But the thing is that, but sir, I just want to make sure that it sound okay. Oh no, it should not be okay. It should be exact.
Oh, it should
So
be
that will
exact.
always be our contention. But she really gave me a chance to be myself and
Oh.
really play by heart. You know?
Hindi to sa College of Music.
No, no,
No?
it's
No?
elementary pa to eh.
Secondary.
Elementary.
Yeah, secondary
Elementary pa to eh.
siya.
And then I always love playing pop and ballad, yung mga by ear, no? By ear. So
Yeah.
my
Oh.
brother would, a brother of mine would say, okay, I'll give you 5 pesos and Friday you have to learn this song because on Saturday we have a party and I want you to okay, what song? All by myself. Oh. So how do I do it? I listen to the radio all by myself. Eric Carmen, all by myself.
All
And I was
by
We know.
myself. Ganun na yun. Yeah.
yun.
That song.
So when they come on Friday, I said, okay, nga, let me hear.
May 5 piso
I
na si
got my
Doc.
5 pesos na.
grade
Five
2.
Grade 2. Paano si Mia, Doc? Nako, Mia, tell him about your piano experience.
Ano ko yung piano experience ko, grabe yan. They made me practice 1 hour a day. So dreaded ko talaga yun, 1 hour a day. So one time, I had to record it sa cassette. Kasi nga and I was watching TV ganyan. So, nahuli ako ng father ko, binatukan ako. Sabi niya, yan pala yung practice mo. Tapos, tapos doon sa nila classical, I wanted to play Endless Love.
Oo.
Oh.
Di ba?
Yeah, yeah.
Kaya I
So,
didn't learn.
Lionel Richie.
ngayon hindi ka na, Mia. You don't play
Wala.
anymore.
No, kasi nga I was forced into it, hindi passion eh.
Hindi
Kasi
passion.
forced siya. Oo.
Iba
Unlike,
yung...
like Doc, talagang
Halos lahat tayo,
passion.
Mia. We probably we did all similarly the same books that we had to learn, like the John Thompson, Michael, the
Yeah.
Hanon. Remember the Hanon?
Kaya nga.
Still
But we
silent,
wanted the pop.
gruesome. So I would really,
dapat, si Doc Winston teacher mo dapat.
Oo nga.
Kasi he plays
Kaya,
pop.
okay.
I was able to impart that learning at a young age. In high school, one summer I got I think I got five
Oh,
students, age five to
wow.
seven, and I taught them the John Thompson first grade pieces. Remember? So
Yeah.
I would come to their houses and teach them for 20 pesos.
Private. Oh, wow.
20 pesos na.
Okay yun.
Oh.
Ako
That's
sa
it.
they made me go to UP College of Music. Yung my
Oh.
dad would stay sa my door talaga to make sure hindi ako tatakas.
Ay,
That was a
nako.
good summer. I had five students, and actually in college did the same. And I remember in pre-med, I thought of playing in the bar for one
Oh, wow.
semester. I fixed my schedule nicely that
Saan yun, Doc?
Shinjuku, it's a Japanese restaurant in Pasay Road.
Ah,
We lived back then in Makati, and then I would go. I mean, I would attend classes from Monday to Thursday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, I would play in the bar from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Good money.
Yeah.
And then they are not strict. Like you play whatever songs you want to play, Filipino jams. So I just get jamming there. Somebody comes in, somebody wants to sing. I would play for them, and they sing. So eventually, I had a good number of listeners coming over every weekend. And then my dad found out. Oh, what are
alam mo.
you doing? You have to
Hala.
play.
Oh,
Supposed to start. And then I mean, Diliman days pa yun, di ba? So,
na-booking din.
Diliman,
Hindi ka
na-book.
naman binatukan like me.
Ay, hindi, hindi. Hindi naman. Hindi naman siya nambabato. Kaya lang sabi niya, tama na yung mga ganyan kasi hindi mo kailangan. You have to focus
Okay.
on study.
Nang babatok.
Tama.
Binatukang doktor.
But
Hindi
I had
bagay.
so much to enjoy in music to help me
Yeah.
the process of studying.
Mm,
UP
yeah.
UP Singing Ambassadors. I joined it
Ayan pa, may singing pa siya.
in
Oo nga. Wow.
1985, 86. I had 2 years stint with UP Singing Ambassador when I was in Diliman. I sing bass. I sing
So
bass.
UP Singing Ambassadors is different from Madrigals, no?
Yeah, yeah. Of the three back then, of the three major choirs in UP Diliman, UP Madrigal, UP
Mm.
Concert Chorus.
Concert chorus, yes.
UP Concert Chorus is the oldest. That's the
Oh,
original.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and UP Sing Ambassador was brought up by Professor Ed Mangiat, who was a former Kalayaan. Ano. They used to be the Kalayaan Choral Crowd in 1970.
Meron palang
They
choral
all started in
na
Kalayaan Musical
kalayaan.
Hall.
Oh, di ba mga yun? Mga freshmen?
Yeah, and that's where we were recruited.
Okay.
With good singers and then. So my background in music back in the high school where I went, 'di ba sa seminary ako nag high school. That's
Ah,
how I learned to sing. I used to play the piano only, but in seminary you have to learn both. You have to sing. Even at
grabe, all around talaga si Doc Winston.
I
Naging
know, right?
seminarista pa, naging dancer, naging
oh,
singer,
Dancer pa siya.
grabe.
Talk to us
Talaga
about your
all around.
dance.
na journey.
Yung dance mo pa,
Oo.
Doc.
Alin?
Yung dancing mo naman.
Exciting na. So sa dancing from the The dancing actually came about in when I was a kid that I would watch my brother coming home from Manila showing his latest dance steps. Yung mga back then, mga disco pa yun, di ba? 70s.
Yeah,
So,
staying
so
alive.
he would dance with my
Hustle.
sister and do the hustle. So
Yeah.
my youngest sister and I, Cecil, uh, she and I were taught to dance the disco hustle for my mom's high school reunion.
Oh.
So they taught us how to dance, and we dance very well. So they said, "Oh, maybe we should teach you more." So elementary, Cecil and I would dance in school. Then in high school, I was not allowed to dance because I was in the seminary. We do not dance.
Walang dancing doon.
Tsaka
Walang
all boys yun eh.
performance. Okay.
Everything is subdued and reserved, and dapat you have to stay conservative. So when I got to UP Diliman, that's that's when everything else came back, no? The art of dancing, enjoying parties. I love it.
Mm.
So I
Mm.
started doing ballroom and learning about ballroom from our simple PE class.
Yeah.
And then on, I remember how to always, carry along a dance and lead a partner. And then when I met Letty, she never danced, she never sang.
Oh,
So,
wow. You taught her.
when I got here to US, when we are in parties, girls would approach me and ask if I could dance with them. So I
Natuto siya
encouraged,
bigla.
I know. So na-pressure. So let's
Sabi niya,
learn
I
to
have
dance
to.
together, as
Oh,
most
that's
couples would do.
nice.
Anyway, so we attended classes at the Paragon ballroom here in New Jersey for about a year. And also because the colleagues that I have in Philippine Pediatric Society are mostly ballroom dancers. So that,
Ah.
yeah, you sing, but you cannot dance. So I said, excuse me, I can.
Excuse me,
So I said,
I hustle.
yeah. So very good, very good. So I said, Oxaleti, it's time to learn. So we got up, we learned. It's fun in the beginning, and it's also crazy, frustrating at times because she is so methodical and she has to follow the same routine, and I cannot, lead otherwise because she'll freeze. I said you should always lead it to the partner, no?
Oo,
Allow me to lead you, and you will always, I will say, you will always look good. Okay?
yeah.
That's Juliana. So we did. And eventually we learned the basics of cha-cha, tango, salsa,
Tango also, wow.
jive. Yeah. And so
Grabe.
we missed the smooth dance, the waltz, the Venice. Yeah, we missed that. But nevertheless, it's good enough that we can always,
Of course.
put dance to a tune. Dance to a tune.
Yeah.
So, so this conversation is really very healthy for me. I'd like to use the word you said earlier, Doc Winston, very nurturing.
Uh,
How so? Because coming in October is our grand reunion and convention. At the same time, coming to Las Vegas is it June or July?
July.
In July is the Medical Alumni Society. So we're getting to know one of our leaders, and right now he's a prominent leader, to see Doc Winston. So when we return, we will take a very short break. When we return, we'd like to know from you, Doc, kung ano yung mga health things we need to know about the current health situation sa mga bata, because you're a pediatrician. And at the same time, or not really at the same time, after that, mga travel advisory, because we're traveling. We're going to meet up sa Texas. You're coming over to Las Vegas. People are traveling also to Las Vegas. So with their families, maybe you will also want to share with us kung ano yung mga travel tips for families with children. So when
Sure.
we come back, we will talk about that and our grand reunion and convention. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Moving to Vegas? There's no better time than now. So what are you waiting for? Call Benjamina today at 702-281-9063. Mia is also on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. You can also visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com and view available homes anytime. Remember, the house wins when you bet on Benjamina Mia Casino. It's a lunch hour in Vegas, and we're on the dot with Dot and Mia here on PHLV Radio.
Hello, now we're back at On the Dot. Thank you for staying with us. And we are still having conversation with Dr. Winston O'Malley. He's a pediatrician from New Jersey, and he is the president of many things, many organizations. But before that, we'll bring him back. Mia, would you like to say something about our own organization?
Yes, first of all, this program is brought to you by PHLV in cooperation with the University of the Philippines Alumni Association of Nevada, UPAAN. And if you are a graduate of the University of the Philippines and is residing in Nevada, you're welcome to join us. Just give us a call, give me a call at 702-281 9063 or send me an email at miamcasino@gmail.com. For $75, that's lifetime membership already.
Segue to Dr. Winston. Would you like to invite people sa UP AAA? Invite mo si Mia, Doc.
Ay, nako, naka-register na ako.
Register
Hindi,
na
yung
ata
isa
siya.
pa, yung
Oo.
maging officer,
Yes.
maging committee. Ewan ko.
Definitely. So for this October 17, 18, 2025, UP Alumni Association in America is hosting the 23rd Grand Reunion and Convention, or the GRC, co-hosted with UPAA Houston. So this event is happening every 2 years. And as of last year's successful reunion, we are having it back this time in Houston, where we will be welcoming jubilarians who are also celebrating graduates of years ending in 0, 1, 5, and 6. Will be celebrated to enjoy the successes they've acquired from a very prestigious education from the University of the Philippines. So our keynote speaker, none other than the president of the UP system, President Angelo Jimenez, alongside with the president of the UP Alumni Association, Robert Aranton, will be gracing the fair. There will be also speakers from the local area who will speak about different topics that will be relevant to us, from cybersecurity down to NASA.
Yeah.
And then you will also meet the members of the UP Alumni Association America, from me to the other members who are actually members from all over the United States. That's why we are in America. AAA stands as an autonomous organization similar to Nevada, Chicago, Houston, and Los Angeles, and the likes. We all are brought about by the same passion to serve back our university and our country in terms of assisting our needy scholars and other projects that will prosper the educational system of the Philippines. So I'd like to see everyone back there, and through the leadership, and thank you to UPAA Nevada. I will be seeing you also in July with
Yeah.
UPMA, another organization of mine, and we will be extending the invitation once more then. Definitely happy to be here today, and so many things that we already talked
May
about.
mga questions pa tayo, Doc Winston. But I just would like to mention, kahapon, I was in a conversation with my husband, si Jano, and we were talking about assimilation and of immigrants. What's the difference between the Philippines and America in terms of, let's say, the academic culture. So he mentioned, and this might be controversial, but I will mention it again because we're fearless. He said that universities in the U.S. currently are, this is his observation, are concerned with other countries, like what's going on in Palestine and other, other issues outside of the US itself. And his comparison is, he said, unlike the Philippines, like UP, the students of UP, they are so obvious in their love for the Philippines and so love for the country and service for the country. So he said, that's the stark difference, the very expressed concern for Filipinas and the students of the Philippines. So he said, his observation is that yung mga Pilipino in the US are not only serving the Philippines by sending money back or services back or knowledge back to the country, but we are also very active in our own American communities in giving back and in serving. So parang we are serving two countries
Mm. Yes.
at the same time, America and the Philippines, and it's always high quality. I mean, coming from him, that is such a pat on the back. If
Indeed.
this guy is seeing, especially UP, he mentioned he was very specific with UP. So that's why I'm in our conversation right now, Doc Winston, when you're talking about your service to New Jersey sa mga bata, you know, and
Uh,
understanding the differences sa mga practices, medicine and all that. It's very heartwarming.
Indeed.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. Yung
Having worked
tanong, go ahead,
having
Doc.
worked for 25 years, and I mean, I myself, I take pride in the growth that I have achieved through the years because the Filipino community was so warm and very much accepting. If I may be more than proud to say that when I meet a new family, say, oh, sino po ang nagsabi sa inyo about our practice? Oh, Dok, kinugel kita. UP graduate
Oh,
ka pala. So, naku, saan pa kami pupunta, di ba? Di sa UP graduate na kami. So, ako, siyempre, there are other Filipino pediatricians in the area. I feel good about it. Kasi sabi ko,
Yeah.
wow, nakikilala nila ang UP.
yeah.
They always tell us
In
that
high
the
regard.
Filipinos are always the warmest people when it comes, and our kids are enjoying coming here. So
Mm-mm.
that enough for me at the end of the day is the best reward that I get
Yeah.
each day that I work. So
Yeah.
the passion that I have and the experience, the blessing. Na,
Mm-hmm.
masaya
Mm-hmm.
umuwi sa bahay. And then pagdating ko nga dito sa ni Mark, how many patients did you see? 30. So what's the most interesting? I say,
Oh,
so who's the cutest? Okay. And
how
then
cute.
we start. So now he works with me. So now he
Oh,
would know. And then when we come home, he tells the same story. And I just sit there and I feel proud that, wow, my son is really seeing the beauty of our industry.
yeah.
The Filipinos
Yeah.
are really like there to ano. So I don't want, I mean, in the more years to be coming, I don't want to just drop the ball and said I'm done. I want to continue the legacy of having quality healthcare to the community. Have
Mm-hmm.
to find a person who will be as charming and
As talent.
as supportive and as caring as yours truly. Kasi
Yeah.
sabi ko,
Oh,
I owe them the respect that I got with.
yes.
Oo.
O, di
And
ba?
wala
Is
lang,
there is there
masaya, masaya. Nakakatuwa, nakakataba talaga ng puso.
is there a big Filipino community in New Jersey?
Malaki, malaki.
Yeah.
Actually, we were compared to Vallejo, Daly in
Talaga.
the Northeast. So
Mas
now Queens is getting taking over in terms of population. But in my for example, in my patient population, I have about 60% Filipinos.
oo.
When I started practice in 2020, in 2000, there were about at least 10 Filipino pediatricians in Jersey City.
Hmm,
Now we are left with four because most of them have already retired,
Mm-hmm.
moved to other states, but they're already four. And I still stick to the same recipe, the same
mm.
style of getting them all together in one piece from
Oh.
from my,
Mhm.
from my clinic down to their school, down to your work, down to the track, to the running, ano.
And it
Honor,
takes, ano
excellence, and
eh,
service.
it takes a certain personality to become a pediatrician talaga.
I think so.
Ako,
Yeah.
Mia, alam mo, when I was in training,
Mm.
actually in medical school, when I was walking around in medical school carrying a pediatric book, when I
Mm.
was in internal med, they said, "Why are you carrying a pediatric book?" Because I want to be a pediatrician. But you're in internal med. Well, I also read the, no, but I want to carry this book. And then when I went to surgery, they said, "You don't belong here. You're too happy. You're too nice in surgery, right?" Then I said, well, let's put it this way. I will never pass this way again, but I will have to learn everything that I have to learn in this department because I want to be a good doctor.
Mm.
So, yun.
Oh, di
Yeah.
So,
ba?
kaya talaga.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
honor, excellence,
personality.
And serve.
uh, and
And when
service.
my son was he needed the last shots when he was about to turn when he was 17. So he was so tall. But we had to go to a pediatrician pa rin kasi 17 pa rin siya. So hiyang-hiya siya. Kasi taghad-taghad na niya, nasa mga kasama niya, mga toddlers. Ma, do I really have to stay here? Tapos sabi ko, oo, kailangan tayo dito. Hindi ka pa pwede sa regular. So hiyang-hiya siya. But when the pediatrician saw him, he made him at ease na
Oo.
ikaw talagang ganyan, dito ka lang talaga. So, it really takes a certain personality
Oo.
talaga, no?
Pediatrics actually extends until age 21 back home in the Philippines. We do that. But
Ah,
my practice, I always tell my patients,
Ah,
because I am sharing this medical suite with another internal medicine physician, we agreed that I will see patients only up to 18 and some.
18.
Once you
Yeah.
turn 19, we have the same doctor. So they would like, oh my God, Dr. Umali, where will I go? I said, don't worry, don't worry. You'll find a good one, and definitely may not be as exciting and as funny as I am, but you'll find a good one. First, we have
Yeah.
to know where your parents go, and then so we always have this preparation for them to transition.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Transition.
Yeah.
So from 16, I started talking about that. And then
Right.
by 18, I even advised the mommy, Ma, don't come anymore. We'll just FaceTime. Let him come by
Oh,
himself. Because I
yeah.
want,
Wala sila sa waiting room.
oo, oo. And sabi ko, these people should learn how to take care of themselves and answer for themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
Hindi
Uh-uh.
even make the
Uh-uh.
appointments. So sabi ko nga noon, pagtungtong ng 11 years old, yung mga batang yan, sobrang involved na sa cellphone. Okay, uh, open your cellphone, let's put your appointment. Call Dr. Umali this date, ganyan. Even the medress were excited. Wow, Dr. Umali, you found something novel about making appointments. Yeah, because these kids, they are on the phone. So let the phone tell them it's time to see Dr. Umali.
Yeah. Perfect, di ba?
Tapos sabi ko, paki-airdrop mo na lang yung appointment sa mama mo, okay?
Wow.
I text si
Cool
Doc.
doctor.
Good.
Cool, cool. Eh, Doc, paki-advise naman, Doc, sa travel,
Oh, sige, sa
mga
travel.
travel stuff when people are
Um,
leaving.
as I told everyone after the Easter, sabi ko, people might be starting to prepare their trips, no? International or domestic. And with the recent news about the outbreak of measles particularly, no? So we do have certain advices in terms of your immunity to measles. Siyempre dapat you as a person you should know, had you ever had measles in your childhood days? May history ka ba? And if you want to be definite about that, you may ask your primary physician to determine your titers, antibody titers. Just like when we in the COVID, ano, 'di ba? In the COVID pandemic time, that we would like to know if we are immune because we don't want to be moving around and be getting sick again. Well, measles for majority of us would have encountered it, right? At least the three of us here.
Right.
I personally had contracted measles when I was 16. No, I was 15 years old. I was in high school. But then again, again, interestingly, my parents did not that they are anti-vaxxers, but they are super busy, dedicated community physicians in their own fields. I think I only got a tetanus and a polio shot. But then again, I was wise in first grade. My dad said, did you get your tetanus shot in school? Yes, dad. And then when I get to school, did you get your tetanus shot? My dad will give it to me. So I got away. Doon, kamoting na mapalo doon. So,
Ayaw
bumalik
mo
na.
injection.
But I got sick with measles and German measles. And then towards graduation in college, I also got contracted chickenpox. So I was naturally
Chickenpox, yeah.
immune.
Mm-mm.
And then in residency, I was about to start practice and they asked me about titers. They had to draw blood and determine which ones are positive and negative. And the ones that are negative, we had to be reboosting. So in application to your situation, if you are an astute um, healthy individual and you would like to know if it's safe for you to travel in terms of the issue about the measles, go ahead and determine the titers.
Right.
Understandably, all children are supposed to be getting their measles, mumps, and rubella shots at age one,
Yeah.
4.
Mm-mm.
So yung first year and then the kindergarten state. Now, there's a window, a crucial window that we have to identify here kasi a majority of measles sick kids of measles are the ones that are 6 months to 11 because that window relates to the time when the maternal antibody of that baby wears off. Kasi the maternal antibody from the mother fades up around 6 months, and there's a small window, and that's the reason why we're giving vaccines in the first 6 months of the kid, so that you'll be safe. Except for measles, because measles, mumps, rubella are live vaccines. When you give these vaccines, you might have sickness, but not really in a very fulminant manner. So, itong mga batang ito, as I told my patient, if you are planning to go out, make sure that you tell me because I would like to offer you your MMR before you go.
Mm-mm.
Remember, whenever you get your vaccines, it would take about 4 weeks for it to kick in.
Mm-mm.
So, planning is important. Kailan kayo aalis, ibigay ko sa inyo yung bakuna para pagpunta nyo, hindi nyo na i-worry yun. Kawawa naman si baby.
But Doc, diba those are required for school?
Yeah, and the requirement of the school, yung sa daycare, yung 1-year-old vaccine nila na MMR varicella. And then sa 4-year-old, binibigay na agad kasi sa pre-K4.
Mm-mm.
Mandatory
Yeah.
yan. Mandatory yan. So
Mandatory.
yung mga uh, nag-refuse, na-delay,
Oh,
etc.,
yeah.
we had to help them and keep them up in the loop. Ano? So, ayun. As much as ngayon, kumbaga on my end, yun ang aming, kasi sa ibang situations, yung mga gusto mag-birthday sa Philippines. Di ba? May ganun.
Yes.
So
So,
instead of pupunta ka pa sa health center to get the vaccine, let me give it to you. The
mm-mm.
CDC has made statements about these things and it's safe to get this vaccine for that purpose.
Mm.
Speaking
Kasi,
of which, I have a question sa bakuna.
Mm.
Bakit yung iba nagmamark siya, 'di ba sa
Ah,
Philippines? 'Di ba?
the bakuna that makes the mark is so-called BCG
Ah,
vaccine.
ah.
This vaccine is a vaccine dedicated to prevent tuberculosis. Tayo mga Pilipino, lahat tayo binavaccinate ng BCG in the first year. And then, that's it. It's one time lang naman yun eh. Kaya lang, the thing with the BCG vaccine, the protein somewhat can cause necrosis of the skin and the injection sites. So, it will cause a wound. This is similar to the smallpox vaccine even years before.
But not anymore.
And no, for one thing, we don't practice BCG vaccination here in the United
Anymore. Yeah. So mga ano pala yan, our generation lang.
States. Oo.
mhm.
Actually, they still do the BCG at this time still sa atin. They still do
But
it.
it doesn't mark na.
Some still would
Talaga?
mark. Kaya lang nga since the tuberculosis surveillance had changed in time, no? Iba't iba na. Tayo we do the 5TU skin test, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
Now it's even the blood test, the quantiferon TB, the gold test.
Nag-evolve talaga siya.
Mm-mm.
Ang galing.
Instead
Yeah.
of just getting the
Wow. Ang
No?
dami natin na-cover.
I know.
Di ba?
All around talaga.
Oo. The holistic doctor.
Oo.
The holistic doctor. Kasi he's, you know what I appreciate about you being, I call you a holistic doctor kasi you primarily take care of yourself, your own well-being. Kasi I am hesitant in seeing doctors who are unhealthy. If they can't take care of themselves, how could they take care of me? You know, logic ko yan. So, very rarely, hindi naman ako nagkakasakit, pero it's rare that I find a doctor who is so healthy and well-rounded as you, Doc Winston. You know, your happy meter is off the charts. Grabe. And happiness is a very healing thing.
Contagious.
Yes, it's very healing. It's very nurturing. Maganda yan. It's good medicine.
Ako naman,
Yeah.
experience ko sa doctors. Kasi my brother is a doctor and I have in-laws that are doctor. Ang tendency ng doctor, pagka mag-anak mo, sasabihin lang, oh, masakit ang ulo ko. Sasabihin sa'yo, ay, wala yan. Inom ka lang ng tubig. Ganyan lang palagi. Ay, wala yan.
Inom ka lang ng tubig.
Inom ka lang ng tubig.
I wish I could do that in my family. But because I'm
May nurse ka pa.
no? Tapos I have three siblings that are nurses, and then of course mom and dad are, always taught us how to work it out by ourselves. Well, so with Letty and Mark, my wife, my son, sometimes I would say things, but they would say like, "Uh-huh." I said, "Yeah, I'm still your dad, whether you obey me because I'm your dad or I'm because I'm a doctor." What matters is that this is out there, and anybody can tell you this. We do learn a lot of things how to fix things.
Yeah. Yes, so it's been very nice. That's a four-letter word. Having you here with us, Doc Winston. Thank you so much sa all the wisdom that you have shared with us. When I grow up, I want to be as happy as you.
What I like about Dr. Winston, it's the
Uh-huh.
passion he puts into everything he does. Kaya
Yeah.
nagsasucceed eh. Kasi
Mhm.
that's it, because he loves to do it. Diba? Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is,
Ayan.
that is true. As much as I would always like to welcome everyone, especially those who are just starting, I don't hesitate to step in. I mean, sometimes I could be told that, oh, you're not being asked. I said, okay. But then again, once they learn about things, I should have asked you way before. I was a little, but then again, if you're under my service, rest assured that I will extend more than just the medical care that you're looking for.
Mhm.
The
Thank you
friend,
so much. Yeah. Well, closing remarks ka na, Doc Wins.
so
What would you what's your parting words for our viewers?
actually, the thing that really made me take it through the years is that tama si Mia, the passion is always there. I mean, to do good, no, to be able to impart the goodness that you received in life. And in the years to come, I still could hope to stay healthy with the lifestyle I'm trying to teach everybody else. My siblings have always been there for me, but definitely it was my parents are always they're simple, they're humble, they never really impose things on people. But then again, they could have done more if they spoke a little more. But seeing them when I was growing up really inspired me to do more. And whenever I see my patients, I said, "Oh, I saw your name as Vicente Umali Pediatric Associates." I would say, "That's my dad." But you are talking to me just like you're talking to my dad because this is how I am. And I always see the goodness in everyone that I meet. So let's cherish this moment.
Yeah, I love it.
Very nice.
See, Mia, see the goodness in everyone. Love finder.
I'm
I
Mia, the
forgot
love
to
finder.
introduce
Oo
me
nga,
as the love
introduction ko
finder.
yun. And the
Love
beauty.
finder din
Ako
si Doc
magkikita tayo
Wins.
sa Las Vegas. Nako.
Sige. All right. So that ends. Thank you so much, Doc Winston. Thank you so much,
I
Mia.
have a
Thank you,
quote.
Tina. I
May
like the
quote
title.
pala.
I have a
Nakalimutan
quote,
natin yung
yeah.
quote.
I have a
Sige,
quote
go.
based on Doc Winston's running. It's anonymous. The quicker you run, the quicker you're done.
The quicker you run, the quicker you're done. Ano ba yan, Mia? Baka ma-done na siya.
No,
Wag
you're
mo.
done with everything you're doing.
Okay.
Ikaw
Challenge.
naman,
Challenge.
masyado ka namang affected kila Belita Corrales.
The challenge. I mean, I look at that phrase as a challenge because
Yes.
fun is a challenge to quite a number, no? To
Yes.
me, it's fun. But the fun may end up quickly as you reach the finish line, but almost say that, there's another run waiting.
Oh, there's another run waiting.
Run is waiting.
Okay. Galing. Thank you for your quote, Mia. We have to run.
So, anong title ng anong to?
Well.
The well-rounded doctor.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. I love that. That will be the title. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
I love it. Thank you for coming, Doc Winston.
Bye.
See you again next week, friends. Bye.
Moving to Vegas? There's no better time than now. So what are you waiting for? Call Benjamina today at 702-281-9063. Mia is also on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. You can also visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com and view available homes anytime. Remember, the house wins when you bet on Benjamina Mia Casino.